Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. And I took level 5 since last time, having finished all of the level 1, level 2 quests and explorer areas. So it is now time for the waterworks.
The smell of sewage permeates the air around you. You hear human voices up ahead.
So for those new to the series of videos, I'm playing this character Permadeath, which means if I die, the character gets deleted. Actually, the character only has to leave the guild when they die, but I delete them, so I don't play non-permanent characters these days. The guild I'm talking about is Extreme Explorers on Salona, which I'm a member. All the Permadeath guilds have different rules, so I'll talk about the Extreme Explorers rules a little briefly for people that don't know them. So the basic rule obviously is you have to leave the guild if you die.
Comes from the other side of the door.
Oh hey, named guy. They're not allowed to group of any non-Permadeath characters or accept equipment from non-Permadeath characters, except via the auction house. But on this guy I won't be using the auction house for anything except tomes. I'm also playing this guy pure solo, although obviously in the guild you're allowed to play in groups, but this guy is entirely solo for the purpose of the videos. I find it more interesting to make separate characters for playing solo and for playing in groups. I find that the best builds for the two cases are quite different. And the Permadeath rules obviously mean that you can't use resurrection shrines. Let's see, what other important rules are there? You're not allowed to exchange equipment with any other character that you own, or preserve equipment between different characters. Other than one heirloom item, which you're allowed to pass down from a previous Permadeath character, which on this guy was the Greater Starwood Trinket. The very nice reward from the Crystal Cove challenge, which I think I lost at least 2 Permadeath characters getting. And this might be the first character I've used it on in a while. I think I did have a bard for a while that was using that trinket. Extreme Explorers is one of the more relaxed Permadeath guilds. Some of the Permadeath guilds don't let you play normal and have various other restrictions like not doing quests when you're massively over leveled, that kind of thing. Some of the Permadeath guilds go for trying to make the game really hard. Extreme Explorers doesn't really do that. We really just want the game to be interesting. I find playing in non-Permadeath groups it gets a bit silly. In my opinion, just my opinion of course. Because people do dumb stuff like charging into rooms and getting killed and expecting someone to carry them to the next shrine. Which I find it just encourages silly tactics if there's no consequences for dying. Whereas you don't see any reckless tactics in Permadeath groups, not above about level 3 anyway. Actually, one reason that the Waterworks is so fun to do Permadeath is not that it's difficult, but that this is really the place we bring new members of the guild to see how they do playing Permadeath. People that aren't going to be good Permadeath players don't live through the Waterworks, even though it's not a very tough quest. Or at least it doesn't seem tough to me now. I guess it did when I was first playing the game. Alright, that's the rares checked. On to the quest. Okay. I'll certainly be doing Elite for these first two parts. The only problem might be if I don't have a high enough disable for the traps, but we will see. Hopefully I can make the traps okay. I was making the ones at level 2 alright in the end. This is the only essential trap in the quest really, and you don't have to disable this one, you just have to play it carefully. Well, I can't find the very first trap, that's a bad sign. Guess I'm not going to be fixing any of the traps in here then. Yeah, the key to this trap is just to pull one of the enemies through it. Problem solved. That said, although Low Extreme Explorers allows you to play normal or even casual if you want to, so far I've done everything Elite on this guy, and as you'll be able to see if you look at my previous solo permadeaths, which are also in playlists on my YouTube account, they were mostly doing stuff on Hard and Elite too. Okay, well, I'm spotting the trap. I don't remember where the box is offhand. This one it's possible to basically run through if I remember right. Actually, I'm a little closer to that flame than I meant to be. Nope, I still don't have any good disable gear. Not getting that one it seems. The key to getting through the waterworks alive is dealing with those shaman well. Although the walls are pretty dangerous as well. Okay, nearly took my eye off the ball there. Okay, the enemies are quite a bit harder on level 3 quest here than they were at level 2. Noticeably harder to trip, stun. I am also kind of falling behind with gear at this point. I still don't have a plus strength item, which for a melee character kind of sucks.
You hear a loud chorus of snoring creatures behind the door.
These Kobold melees are no trouble at all. Oh yes, that's a great time for the Earth Ward on the trinket to go off, because this next fight can be quite a nasty one. If the named spider is in. It is in. Alright, that can be a very dangerous fight with the named spider there. On characters with fewer hit points, if you get webbed in that, it's very dangerous. This guy has a very nice number of hit points for level 5 though. I'm thinking this character is going to be very survivable at low levels. I'm not so sure about higher levels, since his healing will look pretty weak by the time he gets to the sort of 15-16 range, I reckon. Although maybe I'll be able to UMD heal scrolls when I get high enough. I guess that's possible. Excuse me while I break everything here. As people who have been watching my videos know, I tend to dungeon crawl, try and get all the XP that I can. Which matters a lot permadeath, where you really want to maximize the amount you get in the easy content. Alright. I guess I got the key, so I didn't really need to climb up there. Although I want those crates, so I guess I'll go up. Yeah, I'll put a link to the guild rules in the description of the video. Yes, I should move on to talking about the character a little more. No! And pay attention to what I'm doing. So, at level 5, I leveled up to level 5 since the last video. And that means I now have spells. I now have my 4th ranger level. So for now I've taken Entangle, since it's good to have some sort of area crowd control. And none of the other ranger spells are that awesome at level 1 really. Jump is nice I guess, but it's not essential given I've got good strength and jump to begin with here. Pretty sure I can't find this. I think the box is on this side. Those fire once, but I still get nervous crossing through them. Alright, getting lots of names today. Yeah, I think instead of taking Ram's Might as my spell, I definitely don't think jump is worth it at these levels, for a character that has good jump to begin with. Ram's Might would be nice for the plus strength, especially since I'm missing a strength item. Would boost my trip and stun DCs as well. But only by +2.
Loud, yipping voice behind the door.
So I think having crowd control is more useful. That was pretty funny just now. These throwers are hitting me with their explosives. They never do any damage, but they can trigger my urban guard. Right, I guess I won't get this trap either, but let's try it. Nope, don't have the trapping gear yet. I am maxed out in those skills, so it can only be the lack of gear. I'm not going to go for the trap here, even for the chest. Not worth it. So apart from that at level 5, I picked up a +3 resistance item a couple of quests ago, so I'm now able to use that. And switched in some +2 natural armor, +2 natural armor cloak. I was using that in, I had +2 natural armor in the goggles slot before that. Now, these guys are all coming to me nicely. And so I no longer needed my +1 resistance ring, so I swapped in this +2 deadly ring instead. It should help my damage a bit. Okay, this is the one spot where I might regret not taking a different spell. Charm Animal would have been nice here. These wolves are pretty dangerous. Not to this guy, since it'd be pretty hard to trip me on this guy. But on anyone trippable, you see people die in this fight. Permadeath characters get lost to those wolves. Especially if you're foolish enough to pull them all at once. 2 at a time wasn't too bad, but all at once is not good. Alright, here's the other dodgy spot. Very easy to get taken out by a lightning bolt here if you don't have a lot of hit points. Especially if your reflex save is bad. Right, that should be the danger gone. Yeah, this is a very tough quest for people new to Permadeath. People are very used to playing this elite, but they're also used to charging through the traps. It's pretty common to see almost the whole group wipe in the first trap in a hug in this quest. And people find it very tough to stay alive in part 2, even people aware that they're playing Permadeath. The main prison cell fight is a tricky one, as we will see when we get there shortly. Well, I guess 10 minutes or so, probably, till I get there. Right, don't need to shrine, just breaking stuff. This is going very fast, actually. This guy is not short of damage. Well, seems like my crowd control works at these levels, even though my casting stat is pretty bad. Good to know. Yes, these spiders are much tougher than the kobolds. Alright, that's done, made life easy. I can still use a good dwarven axe on this guy. Hopefully I'll get something in one of these chests. Still, I can't really complain about equipment overall. The +3 resistance item was a very good find. I have pretty good saves, other than the will save. And my hit points are certainly very good for my level. That's a real advantage of going dwarven, of course, and being on a frontline fighter. Alright, part 1 done. Well, alright, one more fight. Okay, this one is significantly tougher. Alright, this trap ahead here catches a lot of Permadeath players out. Easy to forget it's here while you're fighting the guys around the corner. Quite often see people stumble into that one and die. Don't see the named caster that's sometimes here. Pull them one or two at a time to start with. Okay, there's the shaman. He's active. The guy made life hard work. Okay, this spot's actually a little dangerous without the trap disabled. So I think I did buy a few Fox's potions. I will try one here. Heh. Yeah, with no trapping gear, that's still very tough. Okay. Well, the main alignment is as I've seen there. Okay. Yes, that is an awkward spot. The having the spike in the middle of the doorway and then having to rush out to deal with the caster. Although it tends to be the case that Permadeath characters get killed in the stumbling into the trap by accident rather than manoeuvring for it once they realise it's there. Ah yes, I should deal with the ambush behind here. Shaman at the back is the real problem. Damn. Yeah, getting cursed is really annoying in these quests. Damn, I hit the shaman. Didn't mean to do that. Man, my timing's well off today. I kept nearly stepping out into the path of the lightning bolts there. That's not how to do it. Alright. Now this is one of the death traps in this quest. The danger here, of course, is the kobolds lowering the gate and trapping you inside. Although that does matter a lot more in a group than solo. In a group, that can be death. Well played, Shaman. Wasn't there a second Shaman just now?
You notice some deep scratches along the wall that
That'll
crudely
be him,
spell
then.
out the word bloodletter.
Wow, the guy likes to back up. Okay, I haven't seen them do that before. They're really congregating over there. Careless. Alright, nearly done. May as well close the distance sneakily here. Much better not to give them lots of time to shoot at you if you can avoid it. Oh, that one's quite interesting. I guess I'll take Wizardry +1, the spell points are handy. Didn't have a very good item in that slot anyway. I think that's a fair deal. 10 extra hit points for 1 less point of AC. This is very good hit points for level 5. I have a feeling there may be wolves. Huh.
You hear human voices begging for help from the other side of the door.
And if I can help them, let's try. Nice.
The prisoner thanks you for freeing him and runs off to safety.
Actually lost quite a few hit points, so I may as well shrine. Just saves me a bit of healing. Ah yes, the ambush behind me after triggering the optional. Alright, got a nice bravery streak going. Should be plenty of XP this quest. Alright, that's the big optional wing done. Over to the main action. Alright. Time to set up the ambush next.
This appears to be Clan Gnashtooth's main prison.
Oh nice, took out both shaman. Yes, that was ideal. Alright, important to open the gates. Having the alcoves to fall back into here makes this fight a lot safer. This is still one of the most dangerous bits though. Yes, the key here is not to stand right out on the edge where lots of shaman can shoot at you. If you stay mostly in the alcoves, it's a lot safer.
The prisoner thanks you for freeing him and runs off to safety.
Okay, here comes more of a crowd. Wow, that was a bit of a laggy moment. Don't mind if I hide behind you a moment, Arlos. These Kobold warriors aren't too offended that I basically ignore them. It matters to me so much more to worry about where the shaman are. I'm basically ignoring the warriors if I know there are shaman, potentially around the corner. Alright, I can't get these alcoves till I've got the lever over here anyway. Yeah, I figured there was a shaman behind there. Alright, and that is basically the quest done. I will do the zombie optional in a minute though. Conquest, Vandal, Observance, but no trapping bonus. Alright. I should get another action point from this quest. Having got one for the previous quest as well.
You notice a wooden hatch beneath the surface of the water. Your spine tingles as you hear the low moans of the undead.
Alright. Yes, Entangle works pretty decently actually. Not as nice as Web, but it slows them down enough to help. Alright, that's the final bonus. Alright, and that is done. I think I will do another sweep of the rares that are nearby on this side of the waterworks, and then recall, sell, repair. Might continue another day, maybe a separate video for the second half of waterworks. I've not decided yet if I'm going to break my elite streak for part 3. It's quite difficult to do part 3 reliably on elite because of the traps.
After thanking you once more, Arlos dashes off towards the surface and safety.
Alright, I'm nearly halfway through level 5 already. Nope, not much luck with the rares it seems. Inventory full? Damn. Oh hey, the rare is here. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.